slow. When you walked out the door, I won't be seeing that face no more. But it was just a dream, yeah, so it seems. I got lost in what we used to be, and I know that things change. We will go our separate ways, but you still call on me, and I don't know what to say. Well, I don't wanna know, yeah, how you been, but I don't wanna know just how you been. Well, I don't wanna know, yeah, how you been, but I don't wanna know just how you been. Oh, oh.
Sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
Yeah, look. Everything we did, yeah, didn't make sense. I was trying to get you out of my own head. Remember those times when we kept it low key, and it was all cool cause you didn't know me. On the verge of love, pushing number 17. I was in my heart trying to make it for the queen, yeah. But those days seem so distant now, and I know that things change. We will go our separate ways, but you still call on me, and I don't know what to say. Well, I don't wanna know, yeah, how you been, but I don't wanna know just how you been. Well, I don't wanna know, yeah, how you been, but I don't wanna know just how you been. Oh, oh. Well, I don't wanna know, yeah, how you been, how you been now, but I don't wanna know just how you been, how you been. Well, I don't wanna know, yeah, how you been, how you been, but I don't wanna know just how you been, how you been, how you been. Nah, 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 nah. Oh, oh.
Alright, you guys requested a bit of a Mexican feast tutorial, so here it is. I got some sweet potatoes steaming on top of my spiced rice, and that rice is spiced with cumin, coriander, and smoked paprika. Down the back, I got my black beans cooking. These are spiced with garlic, onion, carrot, cilantro, cumin, coriander, smoked paprika, bay leaves, and whatever else I feel like putting in there. Maybe some fenugreek or something. Who knows? Who knows? Now I'm going to make my tortillas. So this is masa harina flour. This is the Bob's Red Mill variety. I happen to love it. I add a little bit of salt in there and then make a little well in the middle, into which I pour water. And I can already tell you right now that is nowhere near enough water. But I don't measure, and depending on your climate and the type of flour that you're using, recipes aren't really going to help you too much here anyway. Just add in the water slowly until you get into approximately the right consistency. Remember that you can always add more water, but you can't take it back out. So just go slowly. At some point you'll realize that a spoon is futile, and you just got to knead with your hands. And then that looks like a pretty good consistency. I'm looking at it right now and I'm thinking it looks a bit dry, but hey, it works. So before you start molding your tortillas, take a chunk of dough and then you squeeze it back and forth several times to get the dough nice and warmed up. Once it's sticking into a nice well-formed ball, then you can start to smash it. And some people use tortilla presses. I don't have a tortilla press, and I kind of like these hand-smashed. They have a really nice texture. They're still nice and thick and chewy, and I just love the flavor. And now I'm gonna cook the tortillas. So, let's see here. This is not hot enough yet. This is just a seasoned yet dry cast iron pan. And I've made the tortillas into roughly like, you know, fairly thin yet still pretty thick triangle shapes. And then I just put it down like this. And I make them in these shapes. This shape so I can fit more in the pan. And then once they're down, I don't touch them again. You know, you don't want to shift them around in the pan too much, because what they'll do is they'll stick. And so if you move it, then you'll have chunks that'll stick to the pan and char, and it's a bad scene. So what this does is you put it down, it sticks, and then as it continues to cook, it forms a crust and then pops itself off of the pan. So that is how you get away with not cooking these with oil on a dry pan. After about a minute, you'll start to see some steam escaping from the sides. That's totally normal. It's not smoke, unless your pan is too hot, in which case it might be smoke. Let's see how these are doing. Oops. Yeah, so that was a little bit of a premature flip. Oh, Lord.
Fuck, you're amazing.
I have my moments.
Would you like me to go see if I can hunt down an avocado for you? For us?
No. Oh my god. I am destroying these. Not in a good way. Not in like an X-Men way. Oh, forget. We'll take them off. Looking pretty good. Not too much browning. Do you wanna grab a plate for me, babe?
Yeah.
That one fell apart. You have to eat the evidence of your screw-ups. So these beans were cooking for about 8 hours, but the pot was super full, so I think that slowed down the cooking process. So I had to boil them for a little bit in the rice cooker just to get them nice and tender. And then I added salt to it, because you never add salt to beans in the beginning. Have some lettuce I'm gonna chop up. You have the cooked sweet potato on top of the cooked rice. Looks lovely. And then I'm gonna cut up some purple cabbage. Whew. So you'll know they're about done when you can touch it and it doesn't feel like you can squish it. And that means that all the dough has hardened and is cooked. See, it's a little raw right there still. This one's done. All right, the tortillas are done and the food is done. Beans, spiced rice, sweet potato, veggies, and tortillas. It's hot on the bottom.
Looks like a peacock.
And here we have the girls.
I see they got salsa. Do I have salsa in here?
There's some salsa over there.
Alright.
And then big girl food.